Are you telling me if I eat this entire cheesesteak and french fries in 30 minutes, you're going to pay me $195? Let's go. Ba 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 ba. I know it sounds like easy money, but don't let this cheesesteak fool you. This is a very tough challenge. It is taking down some of the top ranked competitive eaters. It's no easy task. Now, I've done this challenge a couple of times before. I'm trying a new way today. I'm going to try it neat eating like my wife was across the table from me.
Here we are at Pudge's in Bluebell, PA. Very special. I've Radim from Czechoslovakia flew all the way in just to do this challenge. This is a very famous challenge in our area. It's a 2-foot monster cheesesteak, 5 large orders of fries, and a large soda. The catch is you only have 30 minutes to do it. Now, we are able to finish this in 30 minutes. We get the entire meal for free, a t-shirt, and you win the jackpot, which currently stands at $195. It looks good. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, start. Half hour. I think I'm going to start on these french fries.
Redeem and I are actually doing 2 individual challenges. This is not a team challenge. So we each have a cheesesteak and a tray of fries and a drink to do individually. Redeem started with the french fries, and he's going to attempt to eat this challenge in his own style to try to get this food down in 30 minutes. I'm doing something a little different on my side of the table. I'm trying to eat this exactly as I would if I went out to a restaurant with my wife. I want to eat this food as normal as possible. When I say normal, if I normally use a fork, I'm going to use a fork. If I normally use my hands, I'm just going to use my hands to pick up the food. Now, this particular food is french fries, and I know there's a ton of fries here. 2 days before I filmed this, I had just eaten the exact same amount of fries in a different challenge. So I know I'm in for a long road of french fries. In that video, I did not use 1 drop of ketchup. But this video, I'm going the complete opposite way. I don't feel like eating this amount of french fries without any ketchup. So I have a plate of ketchup on the other side of this tray of fries. I'm going to pick up my fries and line them up and then dunk a little bit in my mouth and then eat them that way. That's how I normally eat if I'm eating french fries just for fun. I don't normally jam them in my mouth. I don't ball them up. I don't do anything. I don't pour ketchup on and pick up a handful of ketchup with fries. So that's what I'm trying to do in this challenge. And it is going to be a challenge. This is going to be 30 minutes that are going to fly by quicker than anything.
Very good. We appreciate the support.
Every once in a while, you might see me comment to these little children that are cheering us on.
I need one more and wait.
Oh.
Everything good, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I'm using so much ketchup, I already need to refill my plate, so I reach for the bottle, and then this happens.
Oh. Whoa.
Well, that was a little exciting. It certainly woke me up, but I was more embarrassed than anything.
Look, guys.
Thank you. That was a surprise. The lid of the ketchup flew off, and I made a huge mess everywhere. Wow. First time that ever happened to me.
I got fries for days. It's only 3.5 pounds of fries. The reason it's taking so long is eating this way is painfully slow.
Still have plenty of fries left, guys. Behind us up here, that's actually a drawing of the owner, the founder of Pudge's.
Steve, you want to let us stay on rolling? Don't play with it.
You said orange and yeah.
We got yeah.
Okay.
Good. I was like, we're starting with that. Oh, yeah. You can see it. Thanks. Sorry, you guys get burned.
Okay. Okay, good.
The fries I have left are all covered in ketchup. I wouldn't normally use my fingers and get all messy, so I had to use my fork, take a little bit longer.
You guys get your around here? Yeah. Thank you. Did the hard part. Leave me there for the hard part.
All right, 13 half minutes in, the fries are done. Radeem's right there. All right. Now this is a pepperoni cheesesteak on a toasted roll. This is how I do my cheesesteaks. It's provolone, cheese.
All right, here's that.
It was at this point I knew I was in trouble. We spent so much time setting up and taking pictures, and then of course eating the french fries first. By the time I got to the sandwich, it was stone cold. Don't get me wrong, I am a huge fan of Pudge's. When I lived closer, I was here often just because they serve huge, delicious portions. But my fault, I let the cheesesteak get too cold. Look at this on the fork. You should not be able to pick up a lump of cheesesteak meat like this.
Yeah, this is,
Things aren't moving along too fast with this fork. It's obviously a small fork. Most people don't use a fork in a cheesesteak shop. So they have these small ones, and I typically would use the big spoon that I always carry with me whenever I film. Just makes it easier to do challenges. I only had one with me though, and I didn't think that was fair to use it myself and not have Radim also use a big spoon. Not that it would have mattered, but I'm just trying to keep everything equal.
what? Yeah.
Where you want? Burger? Hold it back. There for up. Holy shit, that's a big ass. Yeah.
I walked in here, that steak's bigger than this guy. This one right here, Jesus. When I was that age, I could eat that too.
If I had $1 for every time I heard one of those comments, I would have been retired decades ago. I'm not sure who he's referring to. If he's talking about Rod, so the guy's saying that when he was young, he was a top 25 competitive eater in the world. If he's talking about me, he's saying when he was 56, he's a top competitive eater. Come on now.
All right, ready, guys?
All right, enough of that silliness. On to the sandwich. I'm finally able to pick this sandwich up, and it is still huge. I'm having a little bit of trouble with it. And to be honest with you, it's not going down any quicker. Holding a sandwich in sandwich form does not make it any warmer than eating it off a fork. This is going to be a challenge.
Let you all of it, right? Thank you. Yep. Here you go. Ready? Run.
All right, I am in a jam now. I've been almost out of liquid for quite some time. I've been taking tiny sips. And since I'm trying to do this like I would if I came here for dinner, there's no waitress service in this restaurant. So I'm required to go up and get the refill myself, which is not a problem, but I'm trying to time it where there's no one in line at the soda fountain, so I don't have to go up there and wait. So I keep checking out if anyone's up there. Now's the time to make my move and go get a refill.
Here's the orange cream, sir. Okay. Oh, here you go. Thank you. Here's my second slip on. Okay.
5 minutes.
I timed it just right, so I was really happy. I only used 52 seconds to get 2 refills. However, there are going to be some precious seconds. This is going to be close. The good news is now I have plenty of liquid to finish the challenge. The bad news is eating the cheesesteak in sandwich form does not make it any quicker than eating it off a plastic fork. It is still cold and it is still slow going.
Lunch diet in 2006. My uncle with beverage needs. He comes up with that and over here, eat at the back of the bar. Wow. Yes. Yeah. That's a bar. Yeah. Of course. Next cover? Really ever once. You did. You did. You did. Right. Yeah. This wrap too hard.
All right, I'm truly getting desperate now. I switched to the other half of the cheesesteak. I don't know why, just hoping it might be faster and I can blow through this side. We'll see. I quickly find out that the other half is just as slow as the first half, and at this point you start wondering what's going on with your life, the decisions that got you to this point, the decision to add pepperoni to the cheesesteak because you love pepperoni on your cheesesteaks, even though it's not required, making it a heavier challenge than required. Yeah, a lot goes through your mind right about this point when you realize that you probably are going to be paying $63 for a cheesesteak that was stone cold.
And
You said 9. Forward. Forward. We want to make it better. You got your chest out. It's really fun.
that. Oh,
Down to me. You get that. All this problems. We What do you want?
Down to the last minute, this is going to be close. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think Radim's going to make it. But I can tell you this right now. I guarantee you, if you come to my channel next week, there'll be a rematch. And I'm going to try to take this down. Same neat eating.
Final 30 seconds. Yes, give us some buttons, I'll tell you that. Aggressive. That's tremendous. Done some zero. 14 to 20. Final ranking two, guys. Final 3, 2, 1. Nice try. Nice job. Nice try. It's good food. That's right. That's impressive, guys. That's a lot.
That was a hard challenge, and I got a bunch left over. That was not a stuff that I've left over here. I want to thank Radim for filming with me today, though, coming from Czechoslovakia. Please check out his channel. I'll link him in the description below. Does a lot of great eating stunts, travels extensively, so it's a good channel to check out. Thank you very much, Radim.
Thank you.
Here I am back at Pudge's. Of course, I lost it last week, first time around.